there's actually quite a wide range of finance available to startup businesses. But I think in the current economic climate, actually getting access to that finance is really becoming more and more difficult. If you look at sort of the traditional sort of bank loan, bank overdraft facilities, the banks are now looking for significant levels of security, which often in a startup business just isn't available. That sort of helped maybe a little bit because there are various sort of government-backed schemes. You've got sort of enterprise finance scheme where the government will sort of underwrite a proportion of the loan, which helps provide a bit of security to the bank and maybe gets some element of funding in place. But again, these often come at a cost, whether that be sort of the setup fees or the actual interest rates that are charged on these types of products. You've also got sort of various other sort of government grants available for training, for research and development, for sort of maybe even general setup costs. But again, they often work on sort of a matched funding basis where the business needs to be putting in a percentage of the funds, and that's maybe matched by some government department. You've then got, I suppose, sort of outside the traditional sort of banking sector, you've then got what many people refer to as venture capital houses, looking for probably some element of equity investment and maybe alongside some mezzanine finance or loan finance. Difficulty with those are they're often geared more towards businesses that have started to establish themselves, that have got a sort of product delivery, and maybe for a startup business, it's often that they're not interested at that point in time. Which probably really brings us to Venture Lab. Many would say that that's, I suppose, what they class as these business angels. But I think Venture Lab has got a little bit of a different offering. It's not got a sort of set rules of investment criteria. It's looking beyond that and looking at both what is the business, who is the individual driving that business, what is their vision, and maybe trying to take a much wider approach to sort of business investment. And obviously Venture Lab is looking to invest in a number of different ways, whether that be sort of some element of equity investment or loan finance, and creating that environment for fledgling businesses to flourish.